Hey, Lane Prairie, we wanted to bring you some updates this morning about those that we've been praying for. Of course, we want to continue to pray for Brother Jerry. He did go in to the emergency room coming into Sunday morning very early in the morning, and then was transferred over to the hospital in Dallas. Talking with him this morning, his red blood count has continued to drop, and so he is in need of blood, and they're working on getting him that today. But also, please be in prayer for him in the area of his pain and nausea, that they would be able to get that under control, but then also to be able to continue to keep it in check. So pray for him during this time. Pray for Andrea. She is not able to be there with him. Just pray for her as well. We want to remember the family of Gail Bonham, that is Brenda Daughtry's mom. She passed away this past week. We had the service for her this past Thursday. So please be in prayer for all of that family right now in the loss of Miss Gail Bonham. We want to continue to remember Vicki Roy. She'll be going in on Wednesday this week for her final chemo treatment, and then she will begin a very long series of radiation treatment after that. So continue to remember her. Remember Tanya Sheldon, as she's in need of that aortic valve replacement. In fact, they're doing a scope today, just checking out to make sure everything's good and they can do what they need to do with that surgery. She's going in for a Doppler procedure tomorrow, and then she also has to have a CT scan that they haven't scheduled yet. And once they get those done, they'll schedule the surgery to replace that aortic valve. So continue to remember Tanya Sheldon. Continue to remember Billy Barrow as well. He's going through the initial things he needs to do to get checked out so that they can schedule a surgery for his neck that he needs. So remember him and Miss Peggy during this time. They need to get that scheduled pretty quickly to get him some relief. So pray specifically that surgery would get scheduled. Everything would be as it needs to be so he can have that surgery and it would get done and bring relief for him right now. We want to continue to remember Stephanie Pitts as she went into the hospital at the end of last week. She is losing some blood. In fact, as we're recording this right now on Monday at 11:20, she's in procedure right now, having scopes done, trying to find out where that bleeding is taking place. And so you continue to remember her as they would try and find out and get a definitive answer about where the bleed is taking place, and that they would be able to stop that. I know she wants to be home, but you pray for her. We want to continue to remember Leon King as well, as Ralph and Shirley just said, he's not 100% himself right now, and they've had to do several different online doctor's visits and that, but they're following up some more stuff this week. So continue to pray for Leon. Remember Leslie Singleton's mother-in-law, Carolyn, who was diagnosed with cancer in the lungs, but it also spread to the liver and spleen. And so remember her. She's doing chemo treatments right now. Continue to remember Glenn and Maureen Elder, just various health issues going on right there. So just continue to lift them up in prayer. Edgar Hood did spend some time in the hospital this past week, came home at the latter part of the week, retaining fluid, and it seems that they have found a new medicine that is doing a better job keeping the fluid off of him. So continue to pray that would continue to work to keep him from ending up back in the hospital from retaining that fluid. Just remember them. We want to remember Ron Bednor as well. We just found out he has finished with chemo treatments, and the doctor said the spot that they were watching has regressed a little bit, which was good. Not completely gone, but it's not gotten any bigger. Nothing has spread, and so they finished the chemo, and they're at a point right now where they're just going to monitor him for a period of time and watch that. So just pray that nothing begins going there again. And then also we want to remember Glenna Bradshaw. She's going to have her pacemaker changed out on the 21st of this month. So remember her. And then, of course, we want to remember the Washer family in Madagascar. Just continue to pray for them. As we shared last week, they're starting to pick up their language schooling again. And they're doing the class side of it, but what really helps with that is to be able to get out and use that language and dialogue with people, which due to the COVID-19 they haven't been able to do a lot. But just pray for them that they would have the retention and understanding that they need to of the language, and continued opportunities for them to share the gospel as God gives them opportunities. Just continue to pray for their health and safety as well. And then, as we said, anything else that we can pray about for you, please let us know. You can put something in the comments. You can contact any one of our staff members. If there's something you need prayer for, do not hesitate to let us know.